Hello. What's crackin', Squiddos? Y'all have a good weekend? I'll ask that question again once people get in here, but... You know how it is. I got some mints here, actually, from a holiday party last night. It's quite a bit of fun. I feel like I have to be extra especially careful because this mic doesn't actually have any noise suppression that I know of. I don't want you to hear my mouth sounds. That's just kind of cringe, bro. Bit cringe, isn't it? Don't mind my browser sounds. Heyo, 13, good to see ya. What's crackin', Squiddo? Excuse me. Your weekend been good? Hey, Steen Legion. Good to see you around. Y'all's weekend's been good? I hope so. For your sake. Excuse me. Alright. Let's see. I think I got everything. Wait a minute. Oh, it's because it's locked. Okay, never mind. We're good. That's why I couldn't move anything. I figured it out. For a little bit of context, my OBS is a little bit cursed. Just a bit. I am currently working on trying to get my headcam, or my webcam, to work with it. But, as you'll see here in just a minute, clearly that's not working. OBS did update just recently, so hopefully that does, in fact, fix it. Hey, Hydra, good to see ya. How was your weekend, Squiddo? Good things happened to you? Still your comment. Guys are just, yeah, exactly. Hold on, I gotta fix my chat again. There we go. Well, hey. I won't make any comments about plagiarism because those should be very obvious already. But imitation is one of the best forms of flattery. That's all I'm saying. Speaking of imitation, I think I got everything set up correctly. Hopefully. We'll see here in a second. Have heart and see them through. This is a love story, guys. Remember that. Remember that, chat. This is a love story. Remember it or else. Let's get her going. Welcome back to Slay the Princess. Just sit here and listen to the music for a little bit. A most wonderful, you're so right, most wonderful of love stories. I'm so excited to get back into this. As I said last week, we are going to be speedrunning Slaying the Princess any percent for our first go here. See what that does. And then we'll mess around afterwards, see what else we can get. Kind of want to get that voice of the Smitten, I believe it was. I want to get him back in here. We'll see. Yeah, Steen, go watch the past VODs. I think the very, very first one is no longer up on Twitch. But, oh, hello, there's more to this. I didn't know that. Anyway. Yeah, I know, right? I have never stuck around on the screen for too long. Kind of want to see what else there is. Kind of. It's interesting. Anyway, we're gonna load this. This must be
You're
the
on
one
a
that we're on.
path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Hey, there's all the context you need. This is definitely our first time here. Excuse me.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Ooh. I think that's it. I think that's what we're gonna do here. Thanks for telling me what to do. Wait, hold on. Thanks for telling
Don't
me what to do.
mention it. It's all part of the job.
Thanks, dude.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Oh, thank goodness. First VOD is still up. That's good to know. I know that some of them have been doing weird things on my dashboard, and I don't know what they mean.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess.
Hero.
We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
I've liked you in most of these, but
Ignore
not
him.
right now.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, narrator. Narrator's a homie right now.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Oh, you know what we gotta do.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You already know what's up.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
It's true. Once I highlighted it. I'll figure that out later. Let's enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
Uh-huh.
This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I really like how the game knows what I'm doing. It's fitting the atmosphere
Her
to
voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
it. Oh yeah, it's her again. I remember this voice of the princess.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Well, not for much longer, because we're gonna go
Don't
slay
let it
ourselves
fool
a
you.
princess.
It's all part of the manipulation.
Let's just get
Good.
down there.
You're still listening to reason.
We don't need to talk to her. We're here to slay her. Not romance her this time.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Definitely. One that we need to take care of.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yes, actually.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
We got this.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
The dialogue option. Minor gore warning. Really? Really, there's gonna be a minor gore warning for slaying a princess. That's crazy.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
It's true. I do intend to do that.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
We got this. Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's
Ah!
hesitation.
Wait. Wait.
You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Ouch.
Oh,
Oh. Oh.
this is it, isn't it?
Well, yeah, you did kind of taunt me, so...
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder. Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
I mean, yeah. Yeah,
It's
a
like
bit.
She's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
That's wild, actually.
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face.
Oh, the music stopped. I'm sure that's fine.
But is it over? Really over?
Probably. Ooh. Hey, listen. Listen. We can talk about this. It's fine. It's probably fine. She's dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done,
it was a
you
missing
make
butt.
your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you.
Right.
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
No, I'm pretty sure it's
You
fine.
did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
Yeah,
but
that's
that
fine.
day isn't today. Let's just get out of here. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all.
Wait a minute.
Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
Huh.
What happened?
That's what I'm wondering.
Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Oh, okay. I was kind of hoping I get a better ending for saving the world. Yeah.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward.
Oh,
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
okay. That's probably
Time
fine.
passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey. We're not just going to stay here forever, right?
Hey, yeah. Go join the Discord. You'll get notified of all kinds of wonderful things. I just dropped that link in chat. Go join it for more live notifications. Etc. Etc. I don't know. Do we stay here? I think we stay here.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
I'm pretty sure that we're happy with this. We're happy.
Really? Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is. Not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning.
That's pretty
Please,
funny. I
shake
like that.
yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears.
Yeah, no, we're
Eventually
good here.
you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Wait. What was that? Wait a minute. I feel like we just had some surrealist nonsense right there. Good ending doesn't count?
Good.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because I have an idea to get us out.
That's the good ending?
Though you're probably not.
Man, that
going
was a
to
good
like
ending.
it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
Oh, what are you talking
I
about,
can
hero?
hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that?
Uh-huh.
It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end.
Right.
Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it.
Right.
Don't you dare.
Wouldn't we be dead?
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it.
Sounds like a bad loading screen tip. People die when they're killed.
In a sense,
Crazy.
we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever.
It me, for real, for real.
I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work.
Well, I know that too,
That
but
little
that's
voice
besides the
didn't
point.
want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
Excuse me. I'll be pretty upset if we die.
We die, you can yell at me all you want. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate?
Ooh, narrator, that's rough.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
Right.
The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
Yep, magic blades and whatnot.
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
Yikes. Oh, Spectre, huh?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay. We're
You're
doing
here
an any
to
percent
slay
speed
her.
run.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah, Steen, what do you think so far? Steen Legion.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat.
This is an
she will do
unfair
everything
question.
in her power to stop you from slaying her.
What do you mean, huh?
Don't believe a word she says.
I promise you it's not a trap. Not at all.
She won't be a problem.
Oh, we got Voice of the Cold right off the bat. Oh boy. Is Hero even here?
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows.
Oh.
The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
I see.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time.
Oh, Hero's here. Okay, we're good.
Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
Well, we're gonna go see the mirror, even though I know it's not
Walk
gonna
up to
do
the wall
anything.
next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach
Yep,
forward,
didn't think so.
rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
Clearly.
You
Taking
take
the
the
blade.
blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
It's true. Now we go downstairs. What's it gonna look like?
The door to the
Ooh.
basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Yikes.
The room below is silent.
Yikes.
Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you You shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see.
I don't like where this is going.
As you descend the final step,
Oh.
the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh.
Okay. She's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought,
yeah, never
the
mind.
top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at
hold
you,
on.
followed by a mischievous skeletal grin.
Wait, that's kind of cute. Look at the smile. That's lovely.
And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
Hey, listen.
Ghost! Oh.
Wow.
Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Cold is just not right.
It's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
Really? You do ya?
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles.
What now?
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin.
Wait a minute.
So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
I'm sure it'll go just fine. I'm sure it'll go just
Without
fine.
a moment's hesitation, you lash out with your blade. It's like you're slashing at air. No matter how many times you stab at her, no matter how many angles you strike from, all you manage to do is interrupt her form, the skin of your hand
seriously,
prickling
cold's
with
like
cold as it passes through,
crazy.
unable to find anything solid.
Huh. Yeah, that's right, cold.
You're adorable when you're confused. But I didn't say you could touch me.
Oh, there it is.
Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
I don't know. I was expecting something amazing, I guess. Slay the princess harder. Man, we gotta do this.
Is already worn by travel, and
Don't
has
forget
been
to say
seen
thank
by
you.
One of my many eyes. You cannot walk it again. Change your course.
Okay, fine. Fine.
What?
Okay, team, I'm out of ideas.
She might be making it hard for us to kill her body, but those bones look very, very real.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe breaking them breaks her.
Oh my goodness gracious, Cold. What is this guy even on?
Or maybe burying them would put her to rest. Don't take any piece of her outside of this cabin. Maybe you should stop looking for loopholes and try harder to actually slay her.
I tried that already.
But we are trying.
Of course I did.
So, that's where the hostility comes from. I don't know where you got that idea.
Do you want to end the world?
I already gave you my answer. All I want to do is leave. All I want to do is stop feeling trapped. I couldn't give a damn about the world. I can't even remember what it's like.
I love
And that's
the
all
little
the
whisper
answer we're
undertone
gonna
on
get
that.
out of her.
Not seen someone run the same path from different routes before? Really? Well, I'm glad that I could indulge that curiosity for you. Okay, how do I leave? I'm just kidding. Maybe I'm just kidding. What do you want?
I want you to make things right. I want you to set me free.
Okay.
This place won't let me leave, but you seem to come and go as you please. So help me out. Let me in. And maybe all of this can be water under the bridge.
As I said before, I really, really, really like that whisper undertone with this voice.
Remember, you owe me.
Maybe we should have just left her here. Maybe we should still just leave her here. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything?
Right.
Hasn't gotten out and can't get out are two very different things. It'd be
Fair
dull
enough.
anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice. Absolutely not.
I don't want to make a choice,
Is
though.
she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her.
Right.
Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally
Ooh.
bring her face to face with him.
Ooh.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
Huh. What if I say no?
Try it. See what happens.
Okay. Okay, that's a very, very clear invitation.
Don't like how she said that. It sounds dangerous.
That's fine.
Is anything dangerous if we can never really die? Look,
That's probably
you
fine.
and the princess clearly have a history, and that history clearly involves death. But aside from some horrifying implications, I don't care what's already happened between the two of you. And you don't
Fair enough.
know that you can never really die. Maybe you could only come back once. And even then, there are fates that come close to death in their terror. What a
Right.
strange thing to say. Isn't the turn of phrase, fates worse than death? There are no fates worse than the finality of death.
Oh.
Anyone who says otherwise is a fool.
Okay. Okay.
Take your time. I'll be waiting. I'm very good at waiting.
Right. Right. What if I buried your bones?
Those are just bones. They aren't me. Bury them, destroy them, whatever. That dusty pile of death is just a reminder of what you've done. It's not a fix for anything.
Right. If I knew I'd have to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you. Why are you different?
You don't look dead, killer.
Right.
The princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
And you don't feel dead either.
Right.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are.
Yeah, same here, actually.
I've tried to leave on my own. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Yeah, the smile's really
I
nice.
just want to go home. I'm so cold and alone here. But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you owe me.
You already said that.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you
We
can't
already went
let
over this
that
dialogue.
happen.
Wait a minute.
It would be catastrophic if she managed
Yeah,
to
ghost
escape this
waifu.
place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting
Blah,
thought?
blah, blah. Okay.
You won't like how...
Okay.
Sure.
Why not?
That doesn't sound very reassuring.
Sure, why not?
It could
That's
be the
very
best way to
reassuring.
trap her for good. Doesn't seem like it would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's body.
That's
That
fair.
is a very dangerous train of thought.
Okay, let's do it.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
Yeah, no, seriously, that smile.
Thanks for the body, killer.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times
Left
do I have
text.
to
Wait
tell
a
you?
minute.
See you soon.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body.
Ooh.
It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
And we could. It's too late for that, hero. Ah, no.
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Get up. You've still got a job to do.
Hey, wait, hold on. No, none of that. None of that in here. None of that, chat.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
It's true. It's
All
true.
these shards of broken glass on the floor? Are they also supposed to be you?
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm not a shard of broken glass, I'm...
Yeah? Go on. Finish the thought. What are you?
Wow, she's rude.
I'm a voice? I'm me is what I am. Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
Do you have to deal with this annoying bickering all the time?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it matters.
Yeah.
What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking here.
I'm clearly the same thing you are.
I don't...
Hopefully they'll all go away once we leave this place. I don't know how you can tolerate all of this noise.
It's kind of much sometimes.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
Right.
So you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind.
Wait.
You're more of a memory than a person.
Wait. Information chat. We're getting information.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
Okay, I had my
I'm just
suspicions.
going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen. Obvious.
Because I'm in
Wait.
here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
Oh,
Right.
shut up. Stop trying to manipulate everyone. Or don't, actually. It doesn't really matter. Because you won't be around to do this for much longer.
Okay.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
I kind of want to fix this. Whoa. Oh. We can still do our any percent speedrun chat. We can still do our any percent speedrun.
Isn't that an interesting idea? I hadn't even considered it as an option. Slaying her would slay you. Are you sure you're willing to do that?
Yeah, we're
course we're
going
sure.
for
The decision has already been made.
we're going for an any percent speedrun, you see.
Better this than ferrying
We'll do that
her
next
out of
time.
here.
We'll do that next time.
What do you think you're doing?
Hear that? She's scared.
Ooh.
No point
She's
wasting more
scared,
time.
chat.
Do it. You lift the blade, then plunge it deep into your guts. Pain spreads quickly through your torso as you attempt to turn its edge up towards your heart.
Oh, straight up seppuku in here.
No!
The princess, her spirit bound to your prison of flesh as she had once been bound to the basement's prison of stone, cries out in agony as you slice through organ and muscle. Your skin roils and bucks as she violently pushes against it from the inside. Bits of her seep through, white and glowing with ethereal light, but still the walls of your prison hold.
Is this really what you wanted? Do you hate me so much that you would kill yourself just to deny me freedom?
I'm just kind of curious, actually,
Yes,
not even
he
gonna lie.
would, because he knows what's at stake, and he knows what will happen if you leave this place. I'm not so sure about all of that. Don't be modest. You're a hero.
Do you think I'm just going to stick around while you die? Hell no! I'm leaving!
No,
try if
you're
you
not.
want. But I think this is an end for all of us.
Let me out! Let me out! Let me out! Let me out!
No.
The princess's form continues struggling to pull itself out of you, but the effort is in vain. You collapse to your knees. Your vision blurs, then starts to fade.
I have played Undertale, actually. I have. Ooh, this is a good visual right here. I just got an achievement. Slay it, take on a spirit. Slay it the only way you can.
And then what happens? I think he's gone. Just like everything else.
Wait.
Are we dead?
Wait, I sense I've made a mistake of some kind.
I don't know. I don't think so. This is different than it was last time.
As the voices in your head debate amongst themselves, the form of the princess crawls from your body and into the vast nothing surrounding you.
Do you think we're done?
I mean, I kinda thought we were.
Do you?
But you do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay. We've been here before, and you always get
But
scared.
it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. You don't need to comfort him.
I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. Whatever makes you happy.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there.
Really?
Do you know what we'll find out there?
I have no idea. Oh, that's an important question. The question about the narrator is a very important question. I'm gonna ask that before it goes away.
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
It's possible. Oh, he does. He doesn't. When I find him, I'm going to kill him. You and I are finally going to have some answers.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
There's trees and stars, and there are people, I think. At least there are supposed to be people.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's
Yo,
day.
bro, that's deep.
They are not like us. They do not last.
You think there's anything real out there?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Yo, that's deep too. Wait a minute. Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is vaporous. She is a dream for a life she could never have. But that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for an understanding heart.
Oh,
Do not
Great.
warn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
don't make me feel bad. How many more vessels?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be
Ah.
enough. And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
Oh boy, what do we do for this one, chat? I need to have a sit down after we're done here and talk it out. No, I don't. I really don't. If this is the last time, is there anything you would like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
No, the point of awakening is to find out.
Okay, fair enough. I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Oh boy.
I will be here, waiting for you.
Okay. Everything goes dark and you die. Bring the specter to her.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is
Oh
a cabin.
boy.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
So Steen Legion, what do you think of the game? Oh boy. Excuse me. Excuse me again. Oh boy. Okay, chat. We need to have a talk here. Let's come to a conclusion, Squidhos. What are we going to bring our beloved next? I already see one vote for a happy soul. We obviously can't bring the damsel. I'll pitch my thought, and then I'll have you guys weigh in. My thought... Smile again in some capacity. Here's my thought. We slay the princess, we get the specter, and then we let the specter out. What do you think about that? Let's see some votes in here. I got one positive vote. Hydra, Steam Legion. Yeah, true. I wish we could host polls. We'll get that at some point, I'm sure. Should try that? Okay. Not sure if Steam Legion's still around, so we'll just go with this.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
It might not be possible. It might not be possible. We certainly can't bring the damsel again because they've already done that. Oh boy, we're just gonna go with my plan. We're just gonna do it. Silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
We're gonna take our time with the second time around. Really try to talk
The
to
interior
the
of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the table.
This is gonna be...
It'll be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Well, no, because then we get to chapter 2, the Spectre. We might be 3-looping this. We'll find out. We'll certainly find out.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light.
We have,
in the
yeah,
room
true, we do
below.
have a save file.
This
right?
is an oppressive place.
Right, we do.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Right. Continue
Good.
down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
We got this.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yep,
You step forward,
I am.
your grip
for
on the
better or
blade
for worse.
tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
I don't
I'm
know.
probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right?
Logic
And if that
and
knife
past
is the only
experience.
weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed.
Right.
If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down
gore
to see
warning,
your
by the way.
blade already sinking deep into her
In
heart.
case you didn't know that already.
Oh,
Oh.
this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's
Uh,
convinced she can't die.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give her that,
Yes.
actually.
Even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But
Yes.
it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face.
Right.
But is it over? Really over?
Right. Oh, this one's blacked out. That's nice. We're
It's
going with the second
over.
option.
You could check her sleeves if you want, but I can assure you that there's nothing hidden up there.
We should
Right.
make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Right. Okay, it looks like I am locked from getting to where I want to go. So, with that knowledge, do we want to go back and try for a happier final vessel? Or do we want to keep on pushing on with this? See some votes in chat. Or we don't take the knife? I'm okay with that, actually. Perfect. Here we go. Oh, that's save. Load. Boom. Loading.
This
Okay.
path is our
Wait, what?
Speed run it. Well, you know what? Interesting. They knew. They knew. So, in that case, we will load specifically. Yes, we will just continue on in that case, since we can't go back and save scum this.
You lean down and wrap your hand around the blade's hilt. But as you begin to slide it out of its resting place, you feel a sharp and sudden jab in your side.
Eh?
What was that?
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Quick,
Nice.
Let's get out of here.
It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs.
Wow, this is canon. That's crazy.
As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. See you
Oh, my bad.
around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate?
Well,
It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you. For whatever
it's
that's
fine.
worth.
It's fine. We can't see our other side.
Everything goes dark,
And
and
you
you
die.
die.
The razor.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I think one of my favorite things about this game so far was the accidental revelation that we can't actually go back and save scum. I think that's actually my favorite thing that we've experienced so far. That was pretty cool. Can't get back to where we were from the other save. That was pretty cool. Okay. So why am I here again?
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time.
I didn't bring up that last
If he
point.
doesn't
How did I?
remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Voice of the cheated.
stabbed to
Okay.
death.
Well, you won't have to
Okay.
worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
That's really
Calm
cool.
down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
Okay, we'll just go to the cabin. I don't feel like exploring that option.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat,
Excuse me.
and she will
Made for
do
this job.
everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Yeah,
Don't believe
only
a
2
word
voice
she
actors,
says.
I can tell, and it's really, really nice. These people are very talented.
He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
But I'm stuck here
We
with
know
you.
what to look out for this time. We know to be careful.
Well, I don't know. We'll find
Just
out here in a
stay
minute.
focused and you'll be fine.
Proceed to the cabin. We'll find out here in a second.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
I see.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I like the music here. We're going to approach the mirror. We're not going to take the blade, and we're going to go downstairs.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin.
Okay, it was worth a
I
shot on
hope
this
you know
last
how
run.
ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
Fair enough. Gonna enter the
Are
basement.
we really doing this without a weapon? You know she has one, right?
It's fine.
Once
It's
again,
fine.
I'd like to remind you that she's unarmed. But you're right, this would be a lot easier if you had the blade. I hope you know what you're doing.
It's fine. We're gonna be just fine here.
The door to the basement creaks
Ooh.
open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood.
Oh.
And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour.
Oh boy.
That's right. Scraping. I told you she has something. I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
Oh, I'm so excited for this.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah. She thinks she's better than us. Like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
Yeah, seriously, slaying her is a favor. Yeah.
As you descend the final
Oh.
step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
I
wonder
okay.
if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody. Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
So you know what an anglerfish is, right? Yeah. This is an anglerfish right here. 100%. I guarantee you this is gonna be happening right now. Yep, a fish that angles, totally. Yep, anglerfish. Dangles the light in front of other fish and catches them that way. That's what this is right here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
Right. Hey, wait a minute. None of that here, Hydra.
Exactly. She sounds threatening because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here.
I'm here to rescue
What are
you.
you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
That's 100% an anglerfish. I hold on. I don't have the key. I don't have a weapon. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of really good options here. Yeah, I'm not trusting this. Bye. Okay, hold on. We're gonna go with this first option, I think. You're just gonna stab me, aren't you?
What? No! No! I wouldn't stab you. I am just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no reason.
Right.
And you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to not stabbing distance to help me.
Right.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she's going to stab us if we get close to her.
Really? What makes you say that?
She certainly feels threatening.
Yeah,
Just
seriously.
because she's acting like
That's
she's going to
massive
stab you
essay
doesn't mean she has
outrage.
the means to actually do it. But you know who has the capacity to quickly arm himself? You do. So stop second-guessing yourself, go upstairs, take the blade, and do your job.
No.
But I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
Do you remember what happened last time?
Last time? If somebody came into my house and stabbed me to death and then I killed him, surely I would remember that.
Yeah, she remembers.
But I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
Right.
Last time? What are you talking about?
Nothing, narrator. It's fine.
It's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
Terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right?
Right.
Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
But that's exactly what happened. So you do remember it.
Would I just lie?
Yeah.
Would I just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again?
That's something we
I
can trust
mean,
right there.
just so I could stab you for the first time.
Yeah. That's that. Yeah.
Aha! She slipped up there. She said again. Taking it back doesn't count. Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please stop dawdling. This is only going to end with violence. Postponing the inevitable is only going to make it worse for you when it actually happens.
I know you have a knife.
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife?
Hey, princess, what do you have there? A knife! No!
And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
Alright, kids, remember. Stabbing somebody to death, and then looping back and meeting them again is how a serial killer is born. Just in case you were wondering.
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death. Sounds like she's really out for blood.
Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
I don't like you, narrator. Prove it then. Prove that you don't have a knife.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you. But I don't have one, so I can't.
Right.
The princess smiles as she pulls her hands from behind her back.
But look at this! Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with!
Right. You're saying that...
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes her sleeves.
And empty sleeves, too. Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero.
Practically zero. Listen here, practically zero and zero are not the same thing. What if you're hiding it somewhere secret?
I've shown you all of my hiding spots. What kind of princess do you think I am? I would never hide something sharp somewhere secret.
Right.
Wait, that sounds like I'm lying, but I'm actually not. My secret zones are for me, only they have nothing to do with you or my intention to not stab you to death the second you get close to me.
Wow, that got a lot more awkward than I thought it was going to. My bad. That's my bad, chat. I'm sorry.
Her smile drops for a moment, her expression sharp and flat.
I assure you, there's nothing hidden there.
I'm inclined to believe her on that one. She seems serious.
Of course, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't have something hidden somewhere. We know for a fact she's armed.
Probably. I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now.
That's so rude of you, passing judgments on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh? Silly little
Right.
bird face thinks he's so serious coming down here,
Case
but
you were a
doesn't
bird.
know anything. He doesn't even have a knife for stabbing. I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
How many
Right.
more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her?
No, you can't just
We're
call me out like
clearly
that.
still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance. Oh,
true.
I'm sorry. Do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now?
Yeah, pretty much.
You're acting like you are. My entire world is at risk.
Ayo. His entire world is at risk? Ah. I see. I see. Okay. Okay, that's
Then
good to
maybe
know.
You should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way.
A bit of self-deprecation would go a
No.
long way.
I have my dignity,
Not for much
Fine.
longer.
and will continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
Very good. Can we just talk things through?
But we don't have anything to talk through. We're strangers and this place is cramped and annoying and you should just come over here and let me out.
It's true. Self-deprecation goes a long way.
I think I've said my piece at this point.
Love yourself. That is a threat.
I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death.
It's true. Okay, fine. If you're all gonna harass me for okay, nobody has to
Of
die.
course not. At least not now, because you're here to save me. But you'll have to come close.
Why?
Okay, I'm bored now.
She's bored?
She's bored.
That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. Not in a way that matters. She's a prisoner. She's shit. In a sudden burst of
Oh.
light, the princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting from her free arm, her wrist limp and empty from the violent expulsion.
Huh.
So I guess she did have a knife of her own after all.
Well, that's good to know. I found that knife, guys. I didn't have to get close for
How
it.
conciliatory of you. We appreciate it, really. Now what are we going to do? At least we're safe here. She's still in chains.
Right.
And those chains stop her from continuing her advance, at least for a moment. She looks down at them with something between annoyance and confusion,
Right.
and then
Yep.
she slices through her arm.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we aren't safe here.
She doesn't even hesitate before darting towards you with a terrifying speed you can't hope to outpace. That won't stop us from trying. Run, 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 run!
I love the cheated.
You sprint for the stairs, but I wasn't exaggerating when I said she was running at you with a terrifying speed you couldn't hope to outpace.
We don't make it, do we?
No. You feel her blade in
Dang.
your back before you make it to the first stair.
I'm going to kill you now.
Wow, that was it only took a lot of dialogue.
With a squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Neat. No way out, huh?
You're on a path in the woods. No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over
Rude.
and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
Wow, Cheetah's not
What?
having
The
it.
interior of the cabin is sharp. A
Ayo.
constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
Ayo. Nice.
I feel dizzy.
Ho 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 ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I?
Oh.
Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now? Nobody. Nobody holds the cards. That's how it's always been. That's unfortunately how reality works.
We're not in reality.
Who cares
though.
about cards? You're all acting like this is about winning and losing.
Contrarian.
While this is actually about having fun.
It's. I like this guy. Can we keep him? I really like. That's so wholesome.
This
Contrarian.
is fun for you.
Oh
It's not
my
fun
goodness
for
gracious!
me.
It's
I don't
crowded up
like
here.
being sliced to pieces.
Okay, anybody else up
Great.
there?
So obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third?
Yeah, we got 2 voices out of that. We're at a total of like 5 now.
No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right? That can't be
You
right.
keep
That's
saying
too much
that.
responsibility.
Narrator broken, cheated, contrarian. As well as hero. Don't forget hero.
I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world.
Broken. I don't like him.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure.
Oh,
You take the blade
okay.
before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the
Okay.
world without a weapon. And then, we throw it out the window.
I like it.
What? That blade is the only edge we have. We are not.
Too late, because we already did it, didn't we?
This is so great.
Fortunately for the rest of you, and for me, and for the sake of the world.
Oh my gosh, I love the contrarian.
Yes. That is horribly unfair. He shouldn't be allowed to just do things like that.
Well, you did it too.
You were the one who made us pick it up. See? You're not the only one who can figure out how to do things.
It's crowded up here.
What's done is done. I suggest you make the best of it.
You're all so mad at each other. I'm just going to sit here quietly in the corner. You can be the ones to figure out what to do.
Oh my gosh, broken
So?
dude.
Are you just going to stand
feel
there,
bad.
or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to? I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there?
Right.
You walk through the door. You
do know what doors are.
are, right?
No, never seen him.
There isn't a door. It's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
This is great. This is great.
You
I'm
make your
actually
way to the
really
door
happy
at the
with
end of
this.
the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Sheesh. Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
Right.
I can't say I was particularly invested in looking at it before, but now I really want to see what's in it. If it's so keen on hiding from us, whatever it has must be real good.
I'm sure.
Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
It's so crowded up here. I know I've said that before, but wow.
You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Wow.
As your body tumbles
really
onto
being
the basement
railroaded
landing,
here.
the form of the princess comes into view, wryly smiling at you from a distance.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
Right.
And you still don't have a weapon. That's funny. That's a joke. I'm going to kill you now.
Yes, that was
I did notice that,
extremely
yeah.
silly of whoever did that. Probably a bad idea.
Yeah, it was so silly. It was so quirky.
That was you! No, I'm just trying to add some levity to this.
I'm
Well,
sure
since all of
it's
this was your
awesome.
idea, how about you figure out how to get us out of it? Oh, guys like us don't get to make any decisions. You should know that. I decided to pick up that blade, and you decided to throw it out the window.
This
Oh my
is
goodness.
why we've already lost. Can't even stop bickering with ourselves. How are we supposed to beat her without a weapon? She's so sharp.
Your internal
Oh
bickering
my
is cut
goodness
short by the wet
gracious.
sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Alright, I'm out of ideas. What we doing?
What we doing? We're fighting her. I'm going to try flirting with her. Oh. All of these ideas suck. Think up something better. Save? Well, you know what saving does. But sure, we can save. We're gonna flirt.
Now that is an interesting move. Interesting? That's disgusting. No, don't try romancing the princess. She wants to kill you. She's going to end the world if you don't stop her.
I can fix her. I can fix her, chat. I can fix her.
Yeah, do we have to flirt with the murderous monster? Of course we do. I'm into it. The one making the decisions is into it. Are you not?
Let's do it.
I don't think so. I don't know. I could go either way, honestly.
She doesn't want us.
You're just saying that because you want her to be into you.
I
Yo.
know. I thought I was being obvious.
I knew you wanted to kill me. Oh my goodness. Give her the look, TM. I knew you wanted to kill me. But has anyone ever told you how gorgeous you are?
A rosy
Is she
blush
gr-
flushes in the princess's cheeks, and a wide grin cuts across her face.
Oh my goodness, is that gonna work?
You're the only person I know, so that's a first. You're sweet.
Wait.
I like you. You're also gorgeous.
Okay, I kind of feel bad about that.
Oh, be damned, this is actually going to work, isn't it?
Still gonna kill you, though.
Or not.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
At least she likes us. I've never been liked before.
Broken, dude.
Still glowing in her cheeks. The princess closes the distance between you and skewers you. Ow.
Ow.
What worthwhile romance doesn't hurt at least a little bit? What matters
We get smitten.
is she likes us. She's even said as much.
Smitten's back. Let's go. Smitten's back.
Oh, a new one of us.
We got
I
smitten,
thought that only
guys.
happens when we die. Did we die? Nah. We'd know if we died. Right?
Right?
You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I don't know.
I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This
Yeah.
is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is number 4, Your Honor.
I don't actually know how to answer that question. I think he means how many times have we died? Yes. That. Oh, I've lost count, to be honest.
It's not that many. We've died 3 times.
I haven't. It's 4.
Wait, was it 4? Hold on. There was that first time when she stabbed us, and then the second time when she stabbed us, and then this third time. So it's 3. This is our 4th time being here. That's what you
No
mean.
wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances.
This is...
Okay.
I'm
whatever
gonna
we
try
do
that,
gets
actually.
us
I'm gonna try
another
that.
Us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
Let's see how many we can stack. I like that. I like that. Let's see how many we can stack. Let's get cold back in here.
We'll win her heart eventually.
I love Smitten. I love that he's back.
Come on, show me something new.
Let's see. We're going to appeal to her authority. It doesn't work and she kills you again, and again, and again, and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness sleeps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that.
Ooh, opportunist.
I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you. Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder.
We got stubborn. How many is that now? Narrator, hero, contrarian, cheated. We got smitten. There was just opportunist. And then there's stubborn. That's 7.
She skewers you. More noise isn't helping. It's just making it harder to focus. Just keep dodging. Just keep dodging. Just
8.
keep dodging. She skewers you.
What's the point of avoiding me if you're not going to fight?
It doesn't matter how many times this takes. We can't give up. We don't even have a weapon. Yeah, some clod threw it out the window. Again, that was you. No, I was just the clod who suggested it. And if I knew we'd be stuck here forever, I wouldn't have done that.
Right.
Just panic. Flee.
There's 9. Can we get to 10?
She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
See? We lasted a little longer.
Yeah.
Barely. She's going to kill this body either way.
We got
So
cold.
stop
That's
feeling
10.
what it feels. She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
We're getting close to something.
got
Can't
10.
you feel it? 1 last
It's
time.
me for real.
Fine. One last time. None of this is working.
11.
Think.
11. We got 11 up in here.
She skewers you. And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay. Chapter 4.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here.
And we'll take it from here. Chapter... I know, right? This is a good last chapter, huh?
No steel claw, though. Was tossing it the only thing we've done that was permanent? That's a sick joke, universe. A sick, sick joke. If it's gone for good, then maybe we never actually needed it.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. This is a new experience for you, isn't it?
That's what I've been telling you all. We can do this without it.
We're tougher than steel.
Yeah, mind over matter. Who needs violence when you have love?
I think we got all the voices, too.
Who needs love when you've mastered yourself?
Who needs anything when we don't matter?
Well, boys, are we ready? There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them.
Wow. There's entirely too many of us here.
Leave it to the pros.
Narrator, we heroically strive through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
I love Smitten so much.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only... It's more of a slide.
We know.
Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Sure you don't want me to describe the stairs, or this room, or anything? It feels like I can't be a part of this.
We've crowded him out, chat. We've crowded
Don't
him
care.
out.
Just want to see how this ends. Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together.
Wow.
But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that.
I'm
I
glad.
had something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
I'm so excited. I want to see her. I want to see it.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it, though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Let's see it.
Do-do-do.
Do-do-do. Was that it? Is that all you had to say, narrator?
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to
Do you
talk
want me to talk now? Oh, is it my turn?
Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really?
Really?
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists,
Oh.
splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts.
Hey, gore warning, by the way.
She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Oh,
Are you ready for what comes next?
I can't wait to go through the blender. We can fix her, chat. We can fix her.
Holy shit! She's gorgeous.
Spin.
Absolutely
Spin. This is
fine.
not the time for that.
Yes! Behold, the perfect woman.
Stubborn knows what's up. Stubborn knows what's up. Oh my goodness
Do you
gracious.
think we can throw her out the window?
Oh, I think Contrarian's onto something, actually. I think he's onto
That
something.
looked painful.
Oh, cold. Oh my goodness.
How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up.
We're gonna cycle through all
I'd
of
say
them.
we bow down to her right now if that had ever even slightly worked for us.
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
Broken.
We're
you wanna talk about it?
screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
This
All right,
is all just
Oh, it's just a loop. Okay, I thought it was new stuff.
What just happened? It's so quiet.
Wow, okay. Him too.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
Right. You do not act as the princess approaches, instead allowing her to crash it against your form. And yet, there is seemingly nothing for her to crash against. Again and again she swings at quote-unquote you. But there never really was a you to swing at.
This worked before. I was able to make you dead before.
She swings again, and this time she hits something. Or something hits her. She looks down in confused terror as her arm bends and folds in upon itself.
Did you do that? It's funny if you did. You're nothing. You've done nothing to me, and I've done so much to you, and that's who we are. But it's like you're nothing now. You can't be nothing. If you're nothing, then what am I? Am I nothing too? No, I'm the one who hurts you.
She hurls herself at you, but as she does, her metal body bends outward, in very contact with what you are, repelling her to the point of destruction. Allow a sharp foe to vanquish herself. The din of shrieking metal subsides, and something small and delicate falls into your hand. It's her heart. It beats gently, calmly, in your palm. Not another word is spoken. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. You do so. Silence as you reach forward towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone again. The mirror always makes them leave. Blah, blah, blah. You are nothing at all. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You focus your gaze, and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
The crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. Oh wow. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Oh. We're in the end game now. What are you? Are you something like me? If you're not me, then what are you?
I am an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Right. Has every narrator really been different?
Of course. That is by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world.
Uh-huh.
But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Right. After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live?
Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you.
Will it help if I stop looking while you're asking questions?
We've already crossed the point of no return. There's no saving me now. Not that there's ever been much of me to save.
Oh my goodness gracious, I'm not gonna get to ask all these questions. Let's see. If you made me, then what am I?
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Ah! I see. Why did you lie to me?
Any other version of me you talked to was just that, a version of me. It wasn't me. As to why they lied, perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial. I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant.
Fair enough.
For all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really? Except for me. I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
Right. Wait, hold on. Are you a god, or were you a god?
No. In life I was painfully mortal, a witness to the end of days. I held the fear of death in my heart and saw oblivion threaten the very memory of everything I knew and everyone I loved. I needed to do something, so I made you, and I made her, and I made this place to hold you both. Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request. The princess contains death itself within her, but I wove you into being with all the power you need to destroy her forever. Do it. Slay her, and rid the world of death and suffering.
Wow. Do you know what you want me to do to them?
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
I'll get to my thoughts on that after we get to the end of this game. Hyges. Death of the author. Run out of questions. I'm not going to slay her, and I want you to know that before you die for good.
Well, there's no reasoning with a god, even one you've woven into existence yourself. I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo, and echoes always fade away.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you hear yourself with newfound clarity. The long quiet. All of this is you. The narrator was right. You are the long quiet, a vast and nascent god. And it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. A beating vessel. Bring the Razor's heart to her. That's the achievement I just got. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
That's certainly an image.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
I'm the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Oh boy. I think I know the answer to this. If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? I'm going to ask that, and I want to see what she has to say, and then I'm going to tell you what I have to say about that.
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
I sense I've made a mistake of some kind.
A boundless torrent of blades cuts you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it. On and on it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts, are not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead and alive and dead all at once. You learned to put yourself away and to follow the flow of reality. And you used it to humble me, to show me how far I was from what I needed to be. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. Unjust impossibilities pushed you to become something you would never have been without them.
Okay. Well, I forgot exactly what the option there was, but as it was put by Brandon Sanderson, journey before destination. It is the journey that matters. The destination matters, of course, as well, but it's the journey and the decisions that you make along the way that really matter. Even if you end up in the same place, no matter what your choices were, you still learned something along the way. That was the point of all that. Even if the journey was agony, in the end gave the struggling meaning. It's true.
And even then, what we saw was not an ending. When I thought I had reached an unconquerable peak, you showed me how much further I could still climb.
A shiver passes through you as unseen fingers, cold as the grave, dance across your skin. They remember the violence you inflicted on them, and yet they do not return it. I offer you a path to your redemption, and you take my hand in yours. But you do not follow my path. Hands clasped together, you break yourself, and you break me with you. You were willing to sacrifice everything you thought was you to end me again.
Stop the fight early and surrender. Don't engage with violence.
But violence has defined the flow of everything between us. Do not deny what we are, and do not color our conflict with fear.
Your lover drives a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
Oh boy. That feeling never left me. I think it's gonna be the best decision here. That feeling never left me.
Then there's no need for you to fight like we are. Whenever you're ready, we can leave together, hand in loving hand.
I am not going to stop the fight early. I won't leave with you not until you see things from my perspective.
If you need more time to open your eyes, then I will give you all the time in the world.
Oh.
The spirits. With violence you stranded me, and with violence I sought to twist your flesh back into mine. You did not resist my violence, but it overcame you. Did you understand the flesh wasn't you? Or did you choose to gift yourself to someone who thought she hated you? To fear me is to fear losing the flesh. The flesh is not the spirit.
Oh boy. I was glad to set you free, I think. I was glad to set you free.
Then set me free again. Set both of us free.
Not until you see things from my perspective.
If you need more time to open your eyes, then I will give you all the time in the world. To question everything is to deny the proof of reality that lies in front of you. By believing in your suffering, you make your suffering real. In believing in your limitations, you placed a shackle on your neck. But even then, you remembered the impermanence of the material and watched as the walls of your prison decayed into nothing. To be impermanent is not to end, but to change. And for the world to be impermanent is to make finite the suffering of all things. Would you strip that gift away and leave them all to suffer in their permanence?
That would be torture.
It would. Our purpose is to be and to experience, and their purpose is the same. To be permanent is to cease. To be past
I have a lot
is
of
to be trapped.
I have a lot of thoughts about this. I have a lot of thoughts. As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
Oh boy. Oh, there's a lot of Slay the Princess options. Oh boy. There's a lot of options here, dude. Never wanted to fight. Never wanted to fight, that's true. I think we go with that one. I never wanted to fight you.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final peace lies with you.
Free yourself. You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel a sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here, except for her, is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. To push back, you push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
I love you.
Take her hand. All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. You are free, and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality, something that simply is. What happens now? Okay, hold on, it's just started popping off. I'm gonna have to listen to the soundtrack later, it's so good.
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
Step into the infinite. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist, and you are aware, just as you have always been, and just as you always will be. What conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. There are no endings, only new beginnings. Kudos to the voice actors. Oh boy. Yep, it is a love story. Or a song. Thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. Taking a screenshot. Sorry if that messes things up for you. I have to take this screenshot. Wow. Play our other game. Follow us somewhere else. I bet that's gonna be some social media, so we're just gonna go back to the main menu here. That was I'll figure it out later. That was Slay the Princess. Wow. I have a lot of thoughts and feelings about that game. Soundtrack's on Spotify? Perfect, actually. That's perfect. I have a lot of thoughts and feelings about this game. I really liked it, first of all. This was an incredible experience. Absolutely incredible. its perspectives on everything are very unique, to say the least. I'll get more into this later on the Discord, which by the way is pinned. And I just don't have the time to express what I have to say right here. This was a good experience. I do highly recommend it. I put it right up there with Doki Doki Literature Club. That's one of my favorite games of all time. Such an interesting perspective on life, the universe, and everything. I had so many more things that I wanted to ask there at the end, but obviously that isn't going to happen. That's okay. These things happen. Wow. Good game. Good game all around. Thanks for joining me here. I don't even know what to follow this up with. Like, it's a good game. Very, very good game. Go play it for yourself. Thanks for joining, Squiddos. Good to have you here in the reef. I'll be live again on Thursday. No idea what I'm gonna do. I'm still reeling from this ending. We'll see y'all later though. See you on Thursday. Bye. Join us on Discord. There you go. Good plug. Good plug. Goodbye. Goodbye.